Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mssing. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to my channel where I talk about missing children case. So today I have a new case. So before we get started, I really didn't want to do this case, and the only reason why is because the articles that I have researched speak more about the person that committed this crime. I don't want to spoil it. This the Samantha, that's her name, she's still missing, but we know the person who did it, but because he is a psychopath, he won't tell the family or the authority where her body is. So she is still a missing child. So that is the reason why I wanted to do this story. But I also kind of didn't want to because, like I said, there's more information about the person who committed the crime than Samantha's herself. And that pisses me off. Also, this story is going to get y'all mad for a lot of reasons. So let's go ahead and get started and y'all will know why. So don't forget to subscribe and you turn that bell so you can be notified every time I upload. So Michael Guerrero, who killed schoolgirl Samantha Knight, to walk free within days. The pedophile who killed Sandiana school Samantha Knight. This is from Australia. Cindy. I'm sorry if you're from Australia and you're watching this. Sorry. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see if how do you say it? Because I know I'm saying it wrong. Obviously. Sydney. Samantha Knight, more than 30 years ago, will be released from jail within days after a judge rejected an application to keep him behind bars for another year. Justice Richard Bottom on Tuesday insists imposed a 5-year extended supervision order with restraining conditions on Michael Guerrero. The now 68 years old plead guilty in 2002 to the manslaughter of a 9-year-old Samantha, who went missing after leaving her Bundy home from school on August 19th of 1986. Her body has never been found. His 17-year jail term has expired, but he was placed on a permanent detention order which expired on Thursday. The New South Wales Attorney General Mark Spegman had made an application for a 1-year detention order. He is now seeking urgent advice on the process of appealing Tuesday's decision whether Guerrero can remain in jail while an appeal is sought. Speaking outside the Supreme Court in Sydney on Tuesday, Samantha's mother, Tess Knight, told reporters she was angry. Guerrero was set to walk free in a few days. "I'm not disappointed. I'm angry," Tess Knight said. She said while she took some conclusion in the fact he would be kept under very strict supervision for 5 years. She said it was shaking inside as a prospect of his release. "I see the effect that this had on the people he abused as children, who are now young adults," she said. "They have to live with the thought of him walking around having the freedom they don't have." Lisa Glies, who was abused by Guerrero as a child, told reporters a child molester and a child killer will be released this week. "It's not over, and we can say the inadequacy of justice system very clear today. And we will refund when he does those people whose this will be held accountable." When sentenced for Samantha's death, Guerrero was already serving time for numerous sex offenses against more than dozens of children between 1980 to 1996. The judge said the hearing was to assess the risk Gary posed in the future rather than imposing punishment for his prior offending. I just don't have words for it. He found a future period of incarceration. Oh, sorry, guys. He found a future period of incarceration. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, what was that? He found that a further period of incarceration would not serve any rehabilitative purpose. So basically what this judge is saying, that keeping him in prison for life is not going to help him really be rehabilitated. Sir? Oh my God. While it could not be said definitely that Griar's sexual interest in children had disappeared, the judge considered he had done all he could be done in terms of rehabilitation in a prison setting. Disappeared? The judge, it disappeared. How? What? No, it did not disappear. God forbids this man finds someone else, a child, and do the same thing. Like, what? No, that does not happen. These people do not change. He's done it to so many people. So what makes you think he's not going to do it again? Oh my God. Oh, Lord. I get. 3 experts highly experienced in psychology and psychiatry had all agreed Gardy's risk could be resemble managed under a strange and lengthy system of supervision with the committee, the judge said. No, it cannot. It can't. What? Oh, if you're from Australia, y'all need to explain this because I don't know what's going on. He had taken note of Gardy's good behavior when he was escorted day leaving from jail. Yeah, no, that's not good behavior, sir. Ma'am. That is him playing y'all. He's manipulating y'all to think that he's changed and that he's a good person. Like, this is what they do. They manipulate the system. They manipulate the people around them to think that they're a good person so they could get out free. Like, are you serious? Samantha's body has not even been found. Mind you, I've heard of cases to where if a victim, like if the person that committed the crime comes for parole, and they still won't tell the people, the family, where the body is, they don't give them parole. They're like, bye. No. No, you still won't give the location of where you dumped the body. Why are we letting you out? This should be something that should be considered. She didn't get to live her rest of her life. He took that from her. So, no. He's not going to change. He's just manipulated y'all. And y'all fell for it. The 56 conditions of a supervision order include electronic monitoring and providing a week schedule of his movement 3 days in advance. He must not, without prior approval, attend any places used solely or mainly for the sale of discipline of sexually explicit material or for providing sexual service or sexual eclectic entertainment. Gedar also must not approach or have contact with anyone he knows and responsible should know is under 18 other than consensual contact in the public place unless he has written permission. Yeah, like he's just going to follow all that. Okay. He is not allowed to change his name or use any other name without the approval of his supervisor, nor can he synthetically change his appearance. Unrelated to Guitar's case, the next week laws will be introduced to federal limiting that could see child sex offender face life behind bars. Under the law of which failed to pass in 2017, predators who committed serious crimes against children could also face mandatory minimum sentence, while repeated offenders would find it much harder to get bailed. Several new offenses would also be created targeting those who administer websites that distribute child sex abuse material. The vast majority of child sex offenders are state crimes, so the purpose shake-up of Commonwealth laws is largely into pedophilias who offend online or overseas. The federal attorney general Christian Potter said on Tuesday it was simply bizarre to believe that nearly a third of all children sex offenders who were sentenced last year are not required to spend a single day behind bars. And when jail terms were handed out, the average length of time that offenders spent in custody was just 18 months. The conclusion tried to pass a similar legislation in 2017, but it was knocked back after labor bulleted of the inflexible nature of the mandatory cessation including in the bill. The federal opposition argued juries would be less likely to convict if the new judge had no discretion or sentencing. Labor generally opposed minimum mandatory terms, but has made some expectation at both state and federal levels. Potter is arguing the opposition to consider a sentence if ever there was a policy that needed labor to rethink their position. This really must be it. Labor doesn't appear upon to considering the bill. Every child must be kept safe. The shadow attorney general, Mark Differ, said labor strongly supports keeping children safe and holding these hoarders individuals to account. The Australian Federal Police received 18,000 reports of child exploitation last year, which was almost double the number of complaints made the previous year. The Home Affairs Minister Peter Don said he wanted to get the bill through Parliament as quickly as possible. It is not a silver bullet, but it sends a clear message of trends. He said we need to be realistic about the threat and we need to look up those people that are doing the wrong thing. The prosecutor penalties will not apply to people at age under 18. The legislation will be introduced to Parliament next Wednesday. So that is the case of Samantha. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I really did not want to do this case. One, because I couldn't find anything about her. Nothing. Like I search, nothing. But I also wanted to do this case because when I was a child, around 5 and 6, I can't say it, and it did happen. It was a family female that did it, and I blocked that memory for 36 years. I'm 36 years old, and I blocked what happened to me as a child for 36 years. I was new to the United States, so I didn't know English. I only spoke Spanish. I'm from the Dominican Republic. I don't think I've ever mentioned that here. And I was never taught that. Nobody taught me. So not knowing, so when it was happening, I just thought it was normal. And I know it may sound crazy to you, but I thought it was normal. And the reason why I wanted to do this case was because what happened to this beautiful girl should have never happened. He took her. He took her for what? she would never be able to graduate. She wouldn't be able to get married, have kids, start her own career because he took her. Yeah, boy!